Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. How you doing today? Well, we survived Christmas, we survived New Year, we survived 2018. Yes! Now, we're looking at 2019. So far, how many of you are still putting 2018 on your checks and on your paperwork, huh? I did it once. Only once. That's it. Seriously, I only did it one time. But takes a little bit. You ever notice that? Every time you start writing something, you're always like, whoa, oh, dang it, it's 2018. So it's 2019. That kind of thing. So anyhow, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hey, check me out. Look down below maybe here or on the side. Maybe some of my videos are here. Check out a playlist or two because today's playlist is actually going to be kind of important. This is a 1-year process that I've been reviewing this and working it. And for you that have been following my channel for a while, you know that I really like my Wicked Edge. I really like it a lot. Now there are some pros and cons to everything, I guess. Wicked Edge is no different. But this video is not only a little mail call Monday, but also a little follow-up again on the Wicked Edge. And it's probably one of the, I think when you do reviews, a review shouldn't just be something you open up and talk about right then and there. You can review and do like an unboxing like I did for some like backpacks and things like that. And you can talk about the product or the materials and everything. But this is a long review. This is literally a year-long process, and the ebbs and flows of everything that had to do with my Wicked Edge and what I'm doing here at CK Knife and Tool. And this is no different. So I've got a package over here. I'm going to open up with you guys. I'm going to set you up, and let's get going. Okay, well, the first thing I want to do is if many of you are new to all this, what I want to share with you is jump over to the Wicked Edge playlist, and you'll see a lot of the information I was doing about the Wicked Edge when I first got it, when I made the first wood base, when I made a second base, the little things that I've been doing with it, and some other videos I use it. You'll see how I'm working with it and everything, but I talked about my Plano case here and why I use this case, but it's probably best is to jump in there and go through all that first and foremost before, or maybe after you see this video, kind of get a little retrospect on what it is I've been doing. But let me get the bag and we'll get you kind of locked in here and get you squared away. So one of the first things is when you get the Wicked Edge, you're going to notice that depending on the type of package you end up buying, they have different models and everything with all the options. I ended up getting a fairly basic model that it came with just this, the mount, and it came with the 100, 200, and 4 and 600. I ultimately bought the 8 and 1000 as well as the strops on my own. I did that kind of thing, and when I went through the strops, I did a little video about how I ruined the leather on those, and we went and I fixed those and what kind of rouge I've been using and everything. So this video now is about the diamond hones, these plates that you end up buying through Wicked Edge. Now, one of the big negatives, and this is a huge negative, I think, on Wicked Edge, is the cost of these things. These things right here keep most people from buying a Wicked Edge. When it comes to the cost effectiveness of getting into something and using it for long-term use and care of your knives, whether as a hobbyist, as a knife maker, or as just a homeowner that just wants something to sharpen their knives with, these are a huge negative in my eyes. I mean, I think one of these is about 80 bucks, or I should say not one of these, but this set, it's like $80 or something. Now, I know they changed them. We're going to see what they look like in the package here. They did change this style slightly and everything, but it's 80 bucks, and if you're lucky to find them, I mean, some of them, I think at the making of this video, I bought these tools. I'll talk to you in a second. I bought my replacements. Where I bought all of these actually was from Oldowan Tools. They're down in New Mexico. If it wasn't for their Bob's prices down in Oldowan at their tool place there, if it wasn't for his prices, if you go to Wicked Edge's factory, or you go on Wicked Edge's website or on Amazon, a set of these can go upwards of 140, 150 bucks on some people. It's just ridiculous. So there's definitely not a price settlement, like a MAP they call it, the manufacturer's price type thing. These can get crazy expensive. The whole system can get pretty expensive, especially for its age and stuff. That's really tough. But what I did want to touch in on is the life expectancy. There was no life expectancy information. They just tell you how you're supposed to be doing stuff, what you're supposed to be doing with it, and you know, the care. And you know, if you do something, if you press too hard as you're sharpening your knives, then you'll wear them down faster. And when I talk about wear, and I'll bring in a little bit, it's when you start getting flat spots in these gray areas in your diamond hones. I am at the end where I'm using them, but they're just not cutting into the steel to sharpen as much. So what I did is I ended up having to buy new ones. I actually I talked to Bob a little bit about it over at Old One Tools, and you know, he was surprised by some of the numbers that I was coming out with, because I was telling him, I says, I've gotten about 60 some knives. I think I got 65 knives in total out of the Wicked Edge system. I've had it for over a year now, and about a year and a few months, whatever it is, but I've had it for over a year, and I've gotten over 65 knives that I've made. Then I've had people come by and bring me some knives. So I'm right around 72 or 75 knives, and I lost track of a couple of people that brought me their knives that I sharpened them up really quick, even pocket knives. But some of those I only had to do at 400 and 600 and 8 to 1,000. A lot of them I didn't have to do 100 to 200. But with that said, I had all those knives, and every time I worked it, and I would hit it on the grinder a little bit to kind of break off the edge, because you don't leave, when you're done heat treating and hand sanding and doing everything, your tip is not perfectly pointed. You got just a little bit of a gap in there, and it's a little bit of thickness, thousandths of an inch. Then I go on the grinder, and I get old Frankenstein, I use a 200 grit, and I just knock that square tip. If you do magnifying glass, it would be a square tip like this. I'm knocking it down to where it's getting a little bit more of a point, kind of like that. And once I do that, I take it to the Wicked Edge and hit it. But you're looking at around 65 knives. At each one of these goes on, you know, this goes on here like this, and I stroke like this, I'm doing that. Each side of the knife gets 150 to 200 strokes on this one across here, and then that's another 150 or 200 in this. So at 150 or 200 strokes per one of each side, at 65 knives, 70 knives, they're starting to wear. And what I wanted to do this video is I wanted to show you brand new ones that I got here from Bob at Old One Tools versus used. And when I show you the differences, what's even more importantly is when you start getting into the 1000s and 800 grit, you start seeing a little bit more of a graying, and that means the diamond's starting to wear away, so you're not getting that sharpening ability every stroke. It's taking a lot more strokes to sharpen your knife. So I'm going to start unboxing these. I'm going to bring you guys in to see what the new ones look like versus the old ones. And as you just saw, I just opened this, so I haven't even seen this yet to do this comparison. I wanted to bring you guys along firsthand to show you everything here. Okay, so we're going to start out with showing you what the 100 looks like right here. So that's the 100 grit. You can feel it still. There's a 200. You can feel it, but it's not as much. Smoother here. The 200 got used a lot more than the 100 did. But you can start seeing, you know, I got marks across these lines, and then you get these gray areas, and then right about here, you start seeing how the diamond starts wearing away, and you get these gray spots here and there. Same thing is with this one too. You'll see it here. All the gray spots where the diamond's starting to wear away. And here on the 100, it starts to wear away. See, that's not dusting. That's actually the diamond hone, and it's starting to wear off right over here. You don't get as much wear on the ends because of how you're making your stroke. You don't get too far to this, because as you start going, you don't want to come off the blade and start clipping all this or hitting your fingers and everything. So let's start out with the 100, 200 first. This is the brand new ones. A little bit of a difference there. You see how they do that? A little bit of a difference there, but let's unbox one of these. Let's take it out of the bag, and let's see how the brand new ones do over the old ones. There's a lot more texture, and there's a different look on this. Oh, you could feel it. On this, it's a lot smoother. But on this, you could feel that roughness. My finger drags along that, where this just, hopefully maybe you'll even see that. If I just pull my finger across, it just slides, but when I pull my finger across this, it wants to skip. If you see that? I'm not, you know, that's just me trying to pull my finger across. So you can already feel the difference. And on this, you can see, hopefully it'll come over in video, because I can see it really well. And now on the 200, you'll see the same thing. You see that? See how this is so flat? And it's really smooth. and my finger wants to drag across that. And see how it skips across there. So a big difference already. And that was one of the things I was getting at, is because of the cost of these, I don't know if I have high expectations or not, but the cost of the whole system and the continuous wear and tear, I guess maybe 65 knives or 70, 75 knives, somewhere in there, is a reasonable expectation for this kind of material. But I really wish that these were a little less expensive for someone like myself that uses this as a primary sharpening tool. I think that'd be really nice. Now let's go over to the 400 and 600 here and kick this out. I'll open up one of these for us all to see. Again, that's the 400, 600. You can see the difference. Now this is a year ago, 2 years ago when it came out. This was their style. This is the new one. So a little bit of a different look, but at least they keep the color coordination the same, which is really nice. So here we got our 400. Oh, look at this. This is, now here, let's go to the 400 and look at that. Look at that difference. That is very, very different. Now these get used more than the 100 and 200 do, but it's also a lot less grit. I mean, this is just like smooth. That is so smooth. And this, I could feel that. I could feel the coarseness across there. And then look at that. I mean, that's definitely obvious. Everybody could see that. I mean, this is, and it's not grained. I mean, that's smooth as a baby's bottom. That's as smooth as this granite top right here. You know, if you guys want to get in a sharpening system, is the Wicked Edge for you? Now, I'll leave descriptions and links down below through Amazon, and I'll leave a link with Bob at Old Luan Tools, and you can go check out his website. Bob's a really nice guy. He's got a really good business down there in New Mexico, and you guys know I always try to pride myself in sharing information. Bob doesn't pay me. I bought all these myself. I did all this. I bought all on my own. I'm doing it just to give back to him. I think that's lost a little bit nowadays. I think a lot of people, especially in YouTube, when people get bigger, they're always trying to talk about things or get people to pay them to endorse their products all the time. I'm small, that's fine. I didn't start YouTube to do the endorsing part, to get paid for that. I started YouTube to share with you guys my knife experiences, and then it just kind of morphed into what you guys see now. But when it comes to somebody like Bob down for Old Luan Tools, I really want to just say, hey, if you guys want to do something like this and you think you want to pay the money, because Wicked Edge systems are not cheap, check out Bob's place down there. Again, he doesn't pay me for anything. Matter of fact, I think I got a gift in here because I bought 3 sets. I bought a 100, 200, a 4, a 6, an 8, and 1,000. And I have another box here. So before we close this video out, I want to see this box and maybe share with you something if Bob sent me a letter here. Okay, so hopefully it kind of came off. I didn't bother showing you the 800 or 1,000. You know, if you guys wanted to see those real quick, I can open one up for you. Just to kind of show you what these look like before and after. But I mean, the big test was the 400 and 600. So real quickly here, hopefully you guys will see these. The one on my right side is the new one. The one on the left is the old. You can definitely see a difference. This is the 800 grit. Now I'll flip it over to 1,000, and you can see the one on the right. It's a lot darker, and that's the diamond hone has been wore off more. So hopefully that came out good. But yeah, so yeah, for the most part, I really wish I could use these for something else. I really wish I knew that, you know, even if Wicked Edge sold these parts individually, you can keep this part, the frame, but if they sold these and then they gave you an idea on how you could replace these with your new ones, like I did the leather strops, how I tore that off, that would be awesome. Maybe they could save money on that instead of manufacturing these and doing that, but I don't know. I just think they could probably, you know, take the cost down, especially for someone that's a returned customer like myself. That if you already have a Wicked Edge, you have an established business, maybe they would say, hey, you know, hey, Chad, CK Knife and Tool, you like these things, you do this, because you're using our system, we'll comp you a set for everything. Mail us back your old ones, and we'll send you new ones for, you know, like 20% off or something like that. I mean, then maybe they can recycle them or something, I don't know. I would send them these if they could replace the hone and send me back the original frame and charge me 50% less. That would be awesome, because now you're not spending all the money on manufacturing this again. All you need to do is the strop part and put it on my original ones. That would be cool. That wouldn't waste materials, because what am I going to do with these now? Put in the garbage? So they just go to landfill. So maybe if someone at Wicked Edge would see this, could you do something like that maybe? You know, especially guys like us that are using them so much, 60, 75 knives, whatever it might be. 2019 is going to be a lot more than that. I'll probably have to order another set from Bob. But what would be nice is if these little platens here could be replaced and I could keep my set. I would like that. So lastly here, I got a little box here. I did talk to Bob a while back. Bob's a nice guy. Bob and Emily are really good. I've talked to Bob. He wanted to do this. Oh, he says, okay, so he didn't have a discount code when I talked with him because I was trying to see what was going on at Christmas because I bought these in 2018. He gave me a set of strops instead of a discount code, so that's cool. 5 3.5 and then balsa strap pack. Nice. I mentioned about these in a previous video. I was looking at trying these out. Hey Bob, did you see my video or something? That's pretty cool of you. Nice. Yeah, so I'm going to have to learn because if you guys know, when I went through replacing the leather strops on these, I didn't use this side yet. I've still been using that side and it's been working good. I talked about trying some other things or having something, and then somebody commented about the balsa strops. And I don't know if it was Wicked Edges or not, but these are Wicked Edge products. And it's that's like a rouge. Wicked Edge Precision Sharpeners, 3.5 micron diamond paste. And then this one is a 5 micron diamond paste. Wow, that's pretty slick. Well, thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. That was cool. I was just figuring, oh, hey, a discount code or something. You know, I thought he was gonna discount me, 10% or 5% on my order, but he got me something here that not only I can practice with, but I can create content for you guys and learn a little bit about it and share with you my experiences. So, hey guys, I appreciate it. Thank you again, Bob and Emily, down in New Mexico. Again, guys, check out Olawan Tools. I'll leave the description down below as well as right here. I think it's OlawanTools.com or OldawanTool.com or Stay Sharp. Let's see. Oh yeah, Oldawan.com. There it is right there. Thanks, Bob. Oldawan.com. It's old. OLDAWAN Tools. Check it all out. Wicked Edge information both on my Amazon affiliate link as well as everything else will be down below. I do appreciate it, guys. So like I said, hindsight what it is. Do I regret buying the Wicked Edge system? No, I don't. Do I wish that Wicked Edge might change some of their processes here or some of the things? Yes, I do. So for what it's worth, that's my 2 cents, guys. This is a year-long review. Probably won't do too many more of these unless it's something to do with these balsa straps. I'll see how long those last, and as well as I'm going to look to see how much all this costs and getting more of this paste because I don't see how long this little thing's going to last. It's only an ounce. It's just over an ounce for both of these. So anyhow, guys, you take it easy. Have a good one. Have a good 2019, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.